Hey everybody, welcome to Module 1, Becoming Familiar with Enagic. I wanted to start this this course off with getting familiar with Enagic as the first module, because I believe it's very important for you to become comfortable and know certain things about Enagic, okay, and about the company. The company's history, about the philosophy, okay, the certifications, because a lot of times what we may not realize is when you're introducing this product to an individual for the first time and they don't know, they have never heard of Enagic or they've never heard of Kangen water, you are the only thing, the only person, the only individual that they know of that has anything to do with Enagic. So you are representing Enagic, you're representing Kangen water, and for that individual who's first being exposed to this technology or this company, you are all that they can, they're gonna associate you with Enagic. So you wanna become familiar with Enagic and you wanna know some basic ground rules about the company that you can be able to share with new clients. Okay, so we're going to cover a few things in this module. What is Enagic? Because we're just going to break down what is Enagic. Some history behind Enagic, the corporate philosophy, and we're going to go through some of the certifications and standards that Enagic holds and has to maintain every year. Okay, so what is Enagic? Enagic International is the leader in manufacturing water ionization systems. They are the only original equipment manufacturer. Okay, that's huge, guys. Enagic is an original OEM. Okay, they're the only water ionizing manufacturing company that is an OEM. So that means that any other residential commercial style water ionizer that is being promoted, they are not manufacturing their own equipment, okay? So I don't want to bring up any specific names, but let's just say water ionizer company ABC is promoted and slapped on the front of the machine. That's not the company that's making there is no manufacturing facility ABC, okay? They are being outsourced, and usually there's a manufacturing company that will manufacture the ionizers for a number of different brands. So there could be dozens of different brands out there, different names, different looks, different models, and they're all made in the same plant, the same facility. Okay, so Enagic is the only original equipment manufacturer in the marketplace. Okay, they're based out of Japan. Manufacturing facility is in Osaka, Japan. This one plant provides Kangen water producing devices for the whole globe. Okay, another big thing that you want to be able to know and you want to share with clients. People want to know where this device is coming from. Do they want to know they want to know that it's a Japanese-made product? The Japanese-made products from healthcare to technology to automobile industry, people know and associate Japanese craftsmanship with quality. So it's really fantastic and great to be able to promote this and say, yes, these products are manufactured in Osaka, Japan. Okay, and they're all manufactured in one facility in Osaka, Japan, and every device that goes out to the world is all manufactured in this one plant, okay? And they all meet that same standard of quality during the manufacturing process. Okay, the owner and CEO of Enagic is Hironari Oshiro, or Mr. Oshiro. Hey, you want to know that? Enagic is a privately owned company, so Mr. O is the sole owner. Each device is individually assembled by a trained technician. It is then inspected, tested, and certified by a trained quality control engineer. Okay. Another big benefit is how the operations in this manufacturing facility, how they go, because they do things to meet the highest standards possible in manufacturing these devices. So having a highly trained technician assemble each ionizer, the same technician will go from start all the way to finish, and then his installation will be tested and inspected and certified by a quality control engineer before it is then shipped out. Okay, and this process is going on for every single ionizer produced by Enagic. So that's another example of that high quality Japanese craftsmanship. Enagic has a medical advisor by the name of Dr. Horst Filzer, and the previous medical advisor for Enagic was Dr. Hiromi Shinya. So you want to know that Enagic has a medical advisor, and you want to be able to, that should be common knowledge, okay? And you want to be able to share that with people. It gives people a sense of peace of mind and a sense of comfort, and you can explain to people, yes, Enagic has a medical advisor. His name is Dr. Horst Filzer, and you want to know that name and you want to get comfortable with that name. Dr. Horst Filzer, okay, is a retired cardiovascular surgeon and graduated from Harvard Medical School, okay? He does still work today in Bullhead, Arizona, at a wound care facility, and him being the Enagic medical advisor is the one responsible for getting the approval from Mr. Oshiro to start the scientific studies for Kangen water back in 2015. Okay, so you want to. This is a name, Dr. Horst Filzer, that you want to get familiar with, and you want to be able to share that proudly with people who ask, or who want, your clients, that yes, we have a medical advisor and this is who he is, and you can look him up, and he's a highly respected medical doctor. Okay, and I like to share this with people as well. And Hiromi Shinya, that was our previous medical advisor, and Dr. Hiromi Shinya invented a medical device, a medical tool called the polypectomy snare. And what this tool does is, during colonoscopy procedures, he's able to put the tool up into the colon and see and remove invasive polyps without having to use invasive surgery and cut open the stomach. Okay, Dr. Hiromi Shinya has done over 370,000 colonoscopy procedures, and he's been using Kangen water in his treatment and part of his regimen to getting people healthier since the late 60s, early 70s. So this is another name, Dr. Hiromi Shinya, that you should know and you want to get comfortable with, because he's another world-renowned, well-respected doctor who has who represents Enagic and who stands behind Enagic. So he also wrote a book called The Enzyme Factor, and in that book he talks about Kangen water, and he explains why it's the water of choice. Okay, so very important to know that we are that Enagic is an original equipment manufacturer. Really important to know that, yes, it's a Japanese-based company in the manufacturing facility. There's only one manufacturing facility, and it's in Osaka, Japan, and we have these great medical advisors. Oh, skip one. Enagic currently has corporate sales and service offices in 23 countries around the world, totaling 38 locations. Okay, so that's huge too, because we have that one facility in Japan, at the manufacturing facility, but there's 23 countries totaling 38 locations of corporate offices. So we know here in Canada, there's Toronto and Vancouver. There's many in the States, from Dallas, Seattle, Chicago, New York, Florida. Okay, there's an Enagic corporate office in Hawaii. There's an Enagic corporate office in Germany, Italy, France. There's corporate offices in Brazil, corporate offices in India and Russia, Indonesia, Singapore, Malaysia. There's corporate offices in 23 countries. So it really just goes to show how vast and how quick this company is growing, and that it's huge. It's a global, international company. Okay, so a little bit of history behind Enagic. This isn't things you need to memorize, but I just wanted to throw this in here just to, give you an idea of how much it's expanded in the last few decades. Okay, so 1974, Sony Specialty Trading Operation, the precursor to Enagic, began operations in Okinawa, Japan. It was actually a Sony company. 1987, Japan's Ministry of Health and Welfare authorizes Osaka factory as a medical equipment manufacturer. 1988 is the start of the Kangen Water trademark name and philosophy of true health. 1990 is the year the company changed its name to Enagic, thanks to Mr. Oshiro, and started selling residential devices to the public in Japan. 1998 is the year the 8-point business compensation plan was created. The compensation plan is patented. That's a huge that's a huge year for Enagic, because that compensation plan, that unique compensation plan, has given thousands, tens of thousands of people the opportunity to live an extraordinary life and to reach levels of success that were not possible for them before Enagic came into existence. And that's why we're all here. In 2001, Enagic merged with Toyo Atex, a company specializing in electrolysis water generating technology. 2002, the Level Up series of Kangen water devices is solely recommended by the Japanese Association for the Prevention of Geriatric Diseases. That's maybe one tip you wanna know, you wanna have in your back pocket. It really sets the Level Up series ionizers apart, because everybody knows that the Japanese healthcare system is one of the top in the world, and to know that they solely recommend the Enagic products, it says a lot for Enagic. Okay, 2003 is designated Global Year 1. International operations were initiated, and Enagic USA was born. LA branch was opened, the Enespa was born, as well as the production of Ukan supplements. So someone asks, well, how long has Enagic been in the United States? It's been in the United States since 2003, starting in Los Angeles. For people that still, there's a lot of people in the United States that do not even know what Enagic is. So for them to hear, wow, this company's been in the United States since 2003 and it's thriving, that's going to put a lot of, that's going to give them more peace of mind with Enagic, because the company's been around since 2003 in the United States. It's obviously doing good. It's obviously an impressive. It's a successful business. Okay, I always find it funny when people I tell people that, and they almost can't believe that it's been in the States since 2003. I don't know what it is. Okay, 2004, the Leveluk ST501 was born, and both New York and Chicago offices opened. 2006, Enagic USA enrolled as an official member of the Direct Sailing Association. Also, 2006, Enagic Canada was established in Vancouver. 2008, Enagic Europe was established in Dusseldorf, Germany. 2011, Enagic receives WQA certification. That stands for Water Quality Association. We're going to get into that very soon. 2012, Enagic offices open in Toronto, Canada, Paris, France, Rome, Italy, Singapore, and Malaysia. So depending on which and where you are in the world, you kind of want to know how long has Enagic been in that country. You want to be able to give them, tell them how long the office and their closest, nearest office they're going to be dealing with has been around. Okay, so for me, I deal with the Toronto office. So when people ask me, well, I've never heard of Kangen Water, I've never heard of Enagic. Well, how long has it been in Canada? Well, it's been in Canada since 2006, starting in Vancouver, and I tell them in 2012 it opened in Toronto. So it's been around and it's been in Canada for quite some time now too, and it's growing. Oh, okay. So it's good. It's just good information to keep a conversation flowing. 2014, Enagic Brazil opens and the Leveluk K8 is released. So 2014 is the birth year of the K8. 2015, Enagic Russia opens. 16, Enagic India. 2017, Enagic Dubai opens. November 2017 is also the year that Enagic sold over 20,000 units in 1 month. The year of 2017, Enagic surpassed their 1 millionth sale, and 2017, Dr. Horst Filzer's booklet came out explaining the scientific findings of Kangen water in live human volunteers, which started in 2015, but by the time they got the booklet out and everything was completed in that part of the research, it was 2017 when that happened. Okay, so 2017 was a very big year for Enagic, and just by going through this list, you can see that over the few decades, they've really grown globally, and it's very impressive. Okay, so Enagic has a corporate philosophy. And as an independent Enagic distributor, you want to represent this philosophy. You want to live by this philosophy. You want to, when you are, prospecting, when you're educating clients, when you're, answering questions, when people perceive you, you want to be a walking, talking example of this philosophy. Okay, you want to be a product of the product. So Enagic has a corporate philosophy that gets to the core of what Enagic is all about and what being a distributor really represents. Okay, the philosophy is based on 3 true health principles. The first is realizing true physical health through pure, healthy drinking water. Okay, so we all know that your true wealth is your health. If you're sick, if you got some type of degenerative disease, or if you are battling a virus, just whatever, if you're not feeling good, the only thing you can really think about, or the only thing you really want, is just to get back to that level of health, so you can just go out and just function and be at a better level of better state of happiness because you're healthy. So your true wealth is your health, and it should be number 1 priority. So you want to be somebody who puts their health first. You want to represent somebody who is healthy, Okay, and we're able to have that basic foundation of health of our because of the water, because of our pure, healthy drinking water. So water for me is the foundation of health. It is, um, you know, it's necessary for life. Every function of the body is made of, it utilizes water, needs water. The body's made of water. The quality of water you put in your body is going to determine, it's the foundation for your health. So we are able to realize true health by improving the quality and the properties of our water, which is vital for life. Okay. So the second is realizing true financial health through a wealth developing business opportunity. Okay, so this opportunity given with this product is giving people the opportunity to reach for a higher level of success in their life. Okay, maybe live a life, give them an opportunity to live the life they've always dreamed about, or that they always thought would be would please them more. Okay, give them more financial freedom, give them a different type of style of earning money, maybe do something that they could have more passion and have more life in. Okay, so this realizing true financial health, Enagic has done it by developing a business opportunity that really is profitable for the everyday person. Okay, and the third is realizing true mental, metaphysical health through personal growth. Okay, so Enagic's philosophy summed up is realizing true physical health, true financial health, and true mental health. Okay, so you want to represent this philosophy. So, as an example, the last thing you're going to want to do is go meet with a client about the water, or if you're going into a new environment and you want to introduce the water to someone. You don't want to go in smelling like smoke, or you don't want to have a cigarette in your mouth. You don't want to be drinking soda, or have a large, uh, you know, a large coffee in your hand. You want to be carrying the water with you. You want to have the water with you. You want to look presentable. You want to look professional. Okay. You want to be polite. You want to be confident. You want to represent this philosophy, and you want to represent Enagic. Okay, so you gotta be a product of the product, because people are buying you when they don't know what Enagic is, when they don't know what Kangen water is. The only thing that they can associate Enagic with is going to be your face and how you spoke to them, how you presented to them. Okay, what you looked like, were you polite? Okay, all those things they're going to associate with Enagic. So they're not just buying Enagic, they're not just buying Kangen water, they're not just buying the philosophy, they're also buying you. And this is very important because this product, entails relationship building. So you're going to be sharing the water with people. You're going to be educating them as they drink the water. You're going to be answering questions for them. When the purchase is complete, you're going to be going through more of the business aspect with some of them. You're going to be maybe having to help them hook up the machine if it's a local sale. You're going to have to help them with the first e-clean. Okay, show them the functions of the buttons, the functions of the device. So, this business is not just you make a sale and then out of sight, out of mind. They're really they're buying you. They're buying a relationship, and it's more than just the water. Okay, so we're going to get into some certifications and standards. And you want to be able to know, not necessarily memorize all these standards, but you want to be able to memorize a few of them and know them, because you want to be able to show to people Okay, well, and this is why Enagic, these standards are an example of one example of why Enagic stands out. Okay, and how you can prove that they meet a higher level of quality. Okay, so Enagic holds 3 ISO standards and has received the gold seal listing from the Water Quality Association. So briefly in this point, 2 different organizations certify Enagic's manufacturing facility and or the products. Okay, so the ISO stands for International Standards Organization. It is the world's leading management system standard, globally adopted in virtually all industries. Now, I really like this because the ISO standards are used in like the point says, virtually all industries. So when you're meeting different people and you're introducing people to this product, okay, most people that are working in in medical or in science or in trades or engineering or architecture or other types of industries, they're going to already be aware of ISO standards, and they're going to already know what they represent and what they mean. So it's going to give you some ground there to where you and the individual can meet and have some common ground, because it's gonna the ISO standards is gonna they're gonna know what they represent, and the fact that Enagic is going to be meeting some of these standards is gonna catch their attention. Okay, that's what I've noticed, and what I've found is individuals in certain industries, when I tell them that Enagic's products are meeting specific ISO standards, it catches their attention. Okay, so Water Quality Association is a not-for-profit international trade association. So it's good to know that. So Water Quality Association is a not-for-profit, and I usually just tell people that it's a not-for-profit. It's an independent. It's a non-governmental independent association, and it represents residential, commercial, and industrial water treatment industry. Okay, so water treatment systems can be tested by the Water Quality Association, and the Water Quality Association will perform rigorous tests at a Water Quality Association laboratory to see if these products meet the claims that these products are saying that they do, essentially. So when a product has a WQA stamp, it gives a customer a peace of mind that what the water they're ingesting is coming out of a device that has been tested and inspected by an independent third party. And yes, their claims are they live up to their claims. Okay, so the first ISO standard that Enagic has that I want to share is the ISO 9001. And the ISO 9001 was awarded to Enagic and is a quality systems certificate. This means Enagic has high quality control, consistent product quality, a quality management system, meeting customers' expectations, and best-in-class customer service. So the ISO 9001, simply, if somebody was asking me about the ISO standards, I would simply say, well, the ISO 9001 is a quality management control certificate, and they produce a consistent product and they exceed customers' expectations. Okay. The next ISO standard Enagic holds is the 14001. It has been awarded to Enagic as an environmental system certificate. This is the world's most recognized environmental standard. So Enagic has the most recognized environmental standard. That's the ISO 14001. So you want to know that. You want to be able to have that in your back pocket. That yes, for people, a lot of people are health conscious. People nowadays more than ever are concerned about their carbon footprint. They are trying to go green. They're trying to produce less waste. They're trying to recycle more. So products like the ones that Enagic produce, will meet their needs, and it's proven in fact because they have this ISO standard to prove it. Okay, so the ISO 14001 is proving that Enagic does things in an environmentally conscious, friendly manner. They reduce their carbon footprint as much as possible. They recycle, etc. Okay, and the ISO 13485 has been awarded to Enagic and is a certificate that signifies that our quality management system demonstrates its ability to provide medical devices and related services that consistently meet consumer and regulatory requirements applicable to medical devices and related services. Kangen water systems are currently used in over 200 hospitals in Japan today. No other water ionizer manufacturer or company has this certification. Because you can go online and you can go onto random websites on Google, and some will say, "Oh, it's not a medical device," and it's all opinions. So here we're learning about the facts. So Kangen Water, the Enagic facility in Osaka, is a medical device manufacturing facility. And how do we know that? How can we prove that? Because of this ISO standard 1345 that has been given to Enagic. So if someone says to you, how do you know it's a medical device? Well, because of ISO 1345. And you can find these standards on the ISO website, and they're listed on the enagic.com website. So Enagic products, the Leveluck ST501, the Super 501, the K8, these are medical devices, okay? Water Quality Association Certificate, CSA B483.1, Drinking Water Treatment Systems. Water Quality Association Certificate, NSF ANSI 18, Manual Food and Beverage Dispensing Equipment. Product electrolysis water system. So can be used in commercial applications. Water Quality Association Certificate, NSF ANSI 372, Drinking Water System Components, lead content. Water Quality Certificate, NSF ANSI 42, Drinking Water Treatment Units, aesthetic effects. So these 4 Water Quality Association NSF standards that I just read out, Enagic's products are the only ionizers on the globe that are stamped by the Water Quality Association. So that's another big thing. So just recapping from where we started, they're the only ones who are an original equipment manufacturer. They're the only ones who are ISO 1345, that have the ISO 1345 standard as a medical manufacturing facility. And they're the only ones who have the gold seal stamp of approval from the Water Quality Association. Okay, so I'm not saying you need to memorize these WQA certificates, but a lot of people in the water industry that you may come across, or people that know a little bit about water filtration systems, they might ask you, is this device WQA certified? Does it meet any NSF or ANSI standards? Then you want to be able to say with confidence, yes, they do meet these standards. I don't know them off by heart, but if you go to the WQA website and click on search for products and type in Enagic, and hit search, they will come up. So that's one of the tools I use to give people more confidence and give Enagic more validity, more because people, like I said, people that don't know about this product, you are the face of the product. Okay. Water Quality Association official Gold Seal listing. The Gold Seal listing is a program dedicated to providing public health and safety services throughout the USA and globally, while maintaining expert service, superior reputation, and fair pricing. Product certification ensures that our product is constructed from safe materials. The claims listed on the packaging are backed by test data, and our product will hold up under normal use conditions. So that's essentially what the Water Quality Association is doing, and they're testing Enagic's products annually. So they're basically saying to Enagic, they're basically saying to the customers and to potential clients, Enagic is putting, we can back their claims. Their products do what they say, and we have tested for that. And they're built with safe materials, and these products meet these standards. Okay, so it's not so much. Knowing these standards gives you a little bit of control, a little bit of power, because now instead of you just saying, "Oh, this is the best product," or it's high quality, how can you prove it? How could how could you? Because the last thing you want to be doing is making claims. Okay, well, we're the best. We have the highest quality. Okay, we have this, we have that. Well, if someone might just say to you, you know what? Prove it. How do I know? So now you can say to them, you can be professional and say, you know what? We have a gold seal approval by the Water Quality Association, and we meet 4 standards. So we have 4 different NSF ANSI standards. We also have 3 ISO standards, and you want to memorize those ISO standards. The 9001 for quality management control, 14001 for environmental, and the ISO 1345 is the biggest one. You got to know that one. It's impressive. ISO 1345 is, really is the only, because we're the only manufacturer of ionizers that has that standard. So it's going to speak volume when you say, well, we are a medical device because the manufacturing facility is ISO 1345 certified. Okay. Enagic is also a member of the Direct Sales Association, okay, in good standing. There's only approximately 200 companies worldwide that are members. So it's, not just any direct sales company is automatically going to be part of the Direct Sales Association. And Enagic has been awarded the DSA's Code of Ethics Communication Initiative Certificate, which means the Direct Sales Association backs Enagic's business ethics, their business model, and you can feel comfortable as a distributor knowing that your business, the way that you operate, is ethical. Okay, accredited business with an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau. And Enagic has a medical device manufacturing license issued by Osaka Prefecture. There's a license number there. Enagic has medical device marketing authorization issued by Ministry of Health, Labor and Welfare, Government of Japan. So the Ministry of Health, Labor and Welfare is similar to like the FDA for the United States, and they've given the marketing authorization that yes, Kangen water is a legitimate medical device. Not so much because of the Ministry of Health, Labor and Welfare, but more because of the ISO 1345, because the Osaka facility is a medical device manufacturing facility. Okay, so I'll just do a little recap here. That's the end of module 1. We'll do a little recap because, like I said, you are the face of Enagic for most people you're going to be introducing this product to. Most people are not going to know what Enagic is. They've never heard of Enagic. They don't know what Kangen water is. So you are going to be the only thing that they can associate with Enagic or Kangen water. So you want to represent the company. You want to know information about the company, where the products are made, Osaka, Japan. Okay, you want to know that it's an original equipment manufacturer. You want to know that there's a medical advisor. You want to know that it has certain practices and manufacturing standards, levels of quality that they meet. You want to know that there's certain ISO standards and Water Quality Association certificates that this product meets. Okay, you want to represent the philosophy, the corporate philosophy of true health, physical health, true financial health, and true mental health. And having all three of those really represents a life of abundance. Okay, so yeah, you really want to know a little bit of that history of Enagic. Okay, you want to be able to share with people, especially in the United States. We've been here since 2003. Okay, you want to know that in 2017 is when the Enagic scientific study booklet was put out. Okay, information. All this information is good to have because, like I said, people don't know what Enagic is. If they haven't already, most of them don't know what Enagic is, and you're going to be representing that company. So you want to be professional. You want to look a certain way. You want to speak with confidence. You want to be polite. You want to be professional. Okay, and you want to be a product of the product. That's the best way I like to put it. You want to be a product of the product. So be healthy. Be mentally. Be mentally healthy. So have self-respect, have respect for others. Okay, this is a lot of this I find with Enagic is a lot of personal growth, like I mentioned earlier, personal development. It's a really big aspect in this, and being physically healthy and looking healthy, looking professional, as I said already. So that's all for module 1, and I will see everybody on module 2. Thanks.